All right, everyone. Welcome to my internship experience. I just created a quick PowerPoint here for this assignment, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my internship. I'm going to go over how I found my internship and different things that I learned through it, and some advice I have for other interns. With that being said, here we go. So my internship was for spring of 2017. I was working for a company called Betco, Long-Term Care Consulting, and my position there was eHeart Resource Specialist. And my job was to assist customers with software that we support that is called Point Click Care. And so a lot of my stuff is through the computer, interacting with customers over Skype. Um, so this is very handy of me. I was able to figure out this Google Hangouts to broadcast my screen and share it with you. Um, so yeah, here we go. So why I chose my internship. I chose three things on why. The first one is availability. So I had been looking for an internship for several semesters and wasn't able to find anything that really fit me and something that was going to be good for me and my wife. So I got an interview through my aunt. She works for Betco. She's one of the higher ups there, and so she got me an interview. Pretty likely I'd be able to get it with my um, her recommendation, what she knew about my work history. So I got a phone interview. That went good. The second reason I chose this internship was because it was a paid internship. I was getting paid $12 an hour, which was better than the previous job that I had, and it was able to help me fulfill one of the internship requirements for my degree. So that's the second reason I chose this internship. The third reason would be because of the industry. This might be kind of strange coming from me as a business major right now at BYU Idaho, but my plans are actually in the medical field. So I'm planning on graduating with a 2-year degree and then pursuing a career in nursing and nurse practitioning. And while this is definitely a business associate job, it is affiliated with the medical field. I had to go through HIPAA training for business associates, which is slightly different than like something a nurse will go through, but nonetheless, it's still HIPAA. You have to take care of the customer's privacy information, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I was very excited to get to learn some about the long-term care industry, and it also happened to fulfill the requirements for my business internship. So the process that I went through to obtain my internship, the first one I'll go over here is job search. I was just looking for a job that was better than what I had. I wasn't making as much money at the previous job. I wasn't getting as many hours, things like that. My aunt told me about this position. I was pretty intrigued by the job description, some of the benefits that came with the internship, things like that. So I went over the phone interview with Miranda. She told me that they would hire me right on the spot in the interview after we were done. So they hired me as an intern. I turned in the internship paperwork to BYUI, and then I started training. The first day I spent most of it doing account setup, um, introduction to my responsibilities, a little more about what I was going to do, and equipment checkout. They gave me a laptop because that's where I'd be doing the majority of my work in. Instead of having like a traditional desktop, they gave me a laptop. So here's a little overview of some of the things I've learned in this class or past classes that I was able to apply. So, one thing that I've learned from all of my college experiences, whether it's at BYUI, I was at CSI down in Twin Falls, just organization. If you're going to pass classes, you have to be organized and you have to meet deadlines, and that definitely has helped me. I've learned that through the years in school. Communication, all the group projects at BYUI has really helped me. I got to interact with people and help me keep in touch with my coworkers and other team members, because that is so important, because we were integrating all our group efforts to, do our best to assist the customers, get the things done that were assigned to us, etc. Microsoft Excel, I love Excel. I learned so much in that advanced Excel class, B215, and to this job, I've applied it to other jobs. I've just always loved Excel even before I took that class. Google Hangouts, I was able to use Google Hangouts a few times. We use a similar program also. It's called WebEx, and we were able to share and do support over the internet to help customers, to help people with software problems, etc., things like that. And Google Hangouts was very handy. I used it a few times. Sorry, one more thing. The Google Hangouts, I forgot to mention, I use that a lot in group meetings, online classes. It seems like it's implemented pretty thoroughly on campus. How my experience fit into my future plans. So this is a long-term job opportunity for me. I'm going to be working part-time right now. I'm, once we're done with school, I'll work full-time, but then once I'm back in school this fall, I'll be back to part-time, and they're okay working with me with that. They're pretty happy with my job performance. I'm getting a lot of stuff done for them, so they're pretty happy to keep me on. And like I mentioned earlier, the second experience that fit into my plans is just getting some experience in the medical field. Anything medical related will look good on applications to nursing school or whatever graduate school I try to go, any jobs I get later on. And this experience was just really good for me. I knocked out my first internship, and it gives me a desire really to have more internships experiences in the future a lot. Okay, lastly, what advice would you give to future interns? So the first thing that I came up with that I would really stress to people was make sure you pay attention to any training that you're given. And then once you do that, go above and beyond to throw in research to learn how you can do your job better. I found that, it looks good to your managers and people who are above you when you are able to fulfill your job, whether it's doing it a different way than it was taught, something you went out and researched, or researching further and doing stuff that wasn't expected of you, things like that. It just looks good for you. Just work hard. Lots of people struggle with staying focused, that kind of stuff. So, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's such a good quote because it's so true. So the third thing is get out of your comfort zone. That just bottom line, when you get out of your comfort zone, you grow as a person, and it can help you grow in your career. Really, that's kind of my internship presentation there. I really enjoyed this internship, and it gave me some stability with my finances, me and my wife. I've got a longer term job that's part-time, it's easy to work with school, things like that. And I've really enjoyed this course. Some of the resumes we had to do were great. The job portfolio, that was awesome. I liked writing up just the steps that go into getting a good job. That was great. Social media, I got some great, people texting me about the company I was working for, other things like that. So that's my internship experience. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.